Hi Aquarius, this is Carrie at wooingnature.life. Welcome to October. I hope you are well. I am going to be reading from 3 decks today. The Sacred Earth Oracle. I'll be pulling 2 cards from that deck. And then I will pull 3 cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Baron Reed. And then to finalize your reading, I am going to be taking from the Tarot of 1001 Nights for your tarot reading for the details, okay? So we'll pull up the details with the tarot at the end. But first, I'm just going to shuffle this Wisdom Sacred Earth Oracle, and we're going to pull 2 cards from there and just see what's happening with your yin and your yang, what's happening on both sides of yourself. And one more, and that's it. All right, so we got clarity and we have brilliance. Clarity and brilliance for you Aquarian souls. That's good. Good. All right, so great. That's good. All right, so it's nothing like clarity to help things shine a little brighter and make you feel a little bit more like you've got it going on, okay? So I'm going to start with brilliance here. Brilliance is brightness. It's your mind, having a brilliant mind, having brilliant ideas, being brilliant yourself, shining and showing all aspects of who you are. I'm seeing that there's some connections happening outside of you that come from you recognizing your own unique qualities and your own uniqueness, Aquarius. And because you are ruled by the planet Uranus, uniqueness is your thing. And I'm definitely seeing it here. I'm seeing lots of color. I'm seeing growth here. I'm also seeing, again, the connections with other people. These are other souls who are also as unique as you are. It could be 3 other people, could be more. Or it could be 3 other people that you're going to connect to, but it could also be 3 other things or 3 other opportunities where you can connect with other people who are like you and who are just starting to see the wealth of who they are on the inside. I think that that's happening for you right now, Aquarius. And so it's going to draw other people to you as well. And so that leveling up that's happening is going to bring you clarity. You're going to start to come out from behind the closed doors. That's what I'm seeing in both of these situations here. You were maybe in hiding, or maybe you were just dormant, or maybe you were hibernating, and maybe you were in a cocoon phase or in a cocoon experience or having that. But I'm seeing that you're finally starting to come out. Yes, it was definitely a cocoon phase for you. You were cocooning. And so that has not yet materialized totally. You're still emerging from the cocoon. You're not quite there yet. I'm seeing your crown chakra here being illuminated, and that kind of being the final stage before everything gets the big ta-da. And I'm also seeing here for you to work with your stone energies, any stones that you happen to be drawn to during this time. Make sure you get it and you put it around you, either sleep with it or you can put it in your pocket, whatever it is that you feel moved to do, but particularly stones of clarity. So I recommend, of course, always quartz crystal. Damburite is another great crystal for clarity of vision. Also kyanite is good. And if you work with the stars and you're working with the star nations, then you might want to pick up some lapis too, but not something so dense. I think the damburite or the quartz crystal is good. Also lepidolite. Lepidolite is also a good one. That just came to me too. All right, moving right along to the Wisdom of the Oracle. I'll be pulling 3 cards from that deck. This is just to look at your recent past, your present tense, and what's coming up for you in the near future. Okay. Let's see what's going on in Aquarius past, present, and what they have coming up. All right, so we've got no place like home. I think that hibernating thing that I said relates to that. You were in your cocoon hiding, not hiding, but hibernating. And so your home environment has been good for you. As a matter of fact, your home environment, Aquarius, was a part of some changes that had to take place in your life. And I'm getting that with that 5 and that 0, that 50 up there, breaking down to a number 5. So this 5 energy is about change. It's about making the changes that you needed to. I feel strongly that this was where you were cocooning, and that kind of thing makes total sense because we've all kind of been in, not kind of, but we have been inside with the coronavirus. So I feel like your time spent at home really was the impetus for the change, and spirit was kind of looking out for you and kind of kept that area protected for you because you had to evolve. And I see the light coming out of the house and shining out of the house, which to me again tells me that you're still emerging from this cocoon phase. Um, right here in the middle, which is your present tense, is round and round. And for me, it's like cycling back or circling through or going back to the beginning, which is a movement that allows us not only to dive deeper, but to go into our past some. So you may feel like you're repeating some cycles, or you might feel like you're repeating some patterns or behaviors, but the repeat is there for you to glean something from it or have a greater understanding of what's happening to you through it. I'm also getting the Saturn energy here because we had Saturn going through, and then Saturn retrogrades, and then Saturn is going back direct, went back direct at the end of September, but it is still in Capricorn, and it won't move into back into Aquarius until a little bit later. So Saturn is going to be moving back into your sign. It was there briefly, but it's going to be moving back into it. So you may feel like you're having some repetitive um, things that keep repeating, cycles that keep repeating, particularly the ones that connect you to something that happened in your past, like before the new you, before the newly emerging you. And then you will have deep knowing. That's coming up next for you. So after you kind of um, finish going through this cycle, I feel like once Saturn moves into Aquarius is when this download may happen for you, or this deeper knowledge is going to happen for you. And that is about you aligning yourself with the spirit and aligning yourself so that you can go to the next cycle of things the next cycle of things. So you're going round and around and around and around because you have the next cycle of things that have to reveal themselves to you, the next cycle of activity or the next cycle of task or the next part of your calling, or like your next phase. It's your next phase. All right, I am moving on to the Tarot of 1001 Nights. We're going to get some details for Aquarius. Help me understand what's going on with Aquarius in the month of October. Spirits, thank you. All right, so we got number 5, the Venerable Man, spiritual lessons happening for you. You are reaching a place of enlightenment. I saw that from that no place like home card. And also, of course, I saw that with the Brilliance, and then I also saw that with the what is that? The other card that we had before, where you're emerging, where you're coming out of the cocoon. So we got spiritual lessons to go along with that. That makes sense. There's a Queen of Wands energy here. Queen of Wands energy is a very demure but self-confident energy or air about you. It comes from knowing yourself. It comes from knowing your purpose. It comes from knowing what you're here to bring and what you're here to do unequivocally and without anybody's help in you understanding it. You don't need anybody to tell you who you are and how to do things because you're very clear about that. That's the Queen of Wands energy. It's not bossy energy, and it's not egotistical energy either. It's a knowing. That's that deep knowing part. And when you deeply know, then you can explain yourself and you can explain whatever situation is happening with you or around you, or you can be in that place without having to apologize, without having to, feel like you have to explain yourself or defend yourself or anything like that. Okay. We've got this 10 of Wands coming up. It's in reverse. I feel like there's something right in front of you, something really big right in front of you that you're not yet seeing. I think that it's cloudy a little bit because you're probably still emerging, but there's something that you need to see, that, or something that's making itself available to you, or something that um, that needs to be known to you. It is something related to the water spirits. It's something actually related to the ocean spirits. Could be Yemaya for some of you all. La Baleine, La Sirene. Um, all of these spirits, I think, are coming. They're coming to bring you something from the depths of the ocean. It could be blessings, it could be wisdom, it could be knowledge, it could be something, but whatever it is, it's like life-giving. But right now you don't see it, and you don't see it because you're still processing. Simple as that. Simple as that. Simple as that. We have a Queen of Swords here too. So we got two queens in the picture. We got this Queen of Confidence, and then we have the Queen of Swords, who is the one that is not afraid of conflict, who's not afraid to deliver a message, who's not afraid to make a decision. And she makes the decision based on a knowingness. It's an inner knowing. It's an inner knowing. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the number one in reverse here of the Ace of Pentacles. This again is about the thing that you don't see yet, right? Before you can access it, you have to be able to see it, touch it, feel it. Like you may be a show me person. You might be from the show me state. I gotta see it before I believe it. I have to see it. And in both of these cards, the 10 of Wands in reverse and then the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I'm getting that it's something that you're not seeing. And that's okay. Like, don't worry about you're not seeing it, because that's a part of the spiritual lesson that you're going through. There may be aspects of yourself that you have to bring out in order to see it. Maybe this Queen of Wands energy has to come out, and then this Queen of Swords energy has to come out in order for you for the manifestation to, not the manifestation, but for the vision to come clear. For your vision to come clear. I feel like there are other people trying to talk to you or communicate with you. They're trying to approach you. And you're not quite at that place yet. That's it. The timing. You got to wait for your right timing. You got to wait for the right timing. So we got a Queen of Pentacles and Lovers in reverse. So we got 3 queens in this deck. A lot of feminine energy for you. Aquarius. A lot of feminine energy for you. It makes sense, particularly if you're cocooning, because if you are cocooning and hibernating, that is a yin state. So if you are engaging your yin, or your yin energy is being engaged, then that's where you are in October. That's what you need to be focusing on. The other thing is, it could be that there are a lot of women in your life, or a lot of women around you who may be of some influence to you at this time, particularly in relationship to a love relationship. Some of you, this may be about the relationship itself. It could be that the relationship that you were nurturing in your home, if you're living with somebody, a spouse, a partner, or a live-in mate or something like that, it could be about that. But I think that what may have been happening is there may have been some miscommunication, or some mishandling of the relationship based on, could be finances, or it could be the way that the way that somebody approached you about something of a physical nature. maybe they hurt your feelings about it or something to that effect. But I do feel like both the lovers are both the lovers being in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles being in reverse, that there was some communication, some feelings that may not have been expressed in relationship to how you all were dealing with each other. It seems like the way the person approached you or the way you approached the person, they didn't appreciate it. All right, we've got the Seven of Chalices here. I'm seeing a fearful person here. I'm seeing that there is some new life that's approaching, that wants to approach, but there's fear around it. It may be something that you haven't dealt with before. It may be an aspect of yourself that you haven't dealt with before. But it's going to, it's like is the person that is coming into your life to show you an aspect of yourself that needs to be revealed, like that person's off-putting to you. It's like oh, I'm not sure about that, but really what it is that they're showing you a part of yourself that needs to be exposed. You know, it's a part of yourself that needs to be exposed. And again, you have been cocooning, you have been in hiding, you have been kind of doing your thing in a closed environment. And so now it's time for you for the big reveal, and you're not really sure if you want to do that. And I feel like there's a person around you, or that there's a person that's going to come into your life that represents you being being at that level of exposure, and that makes you feel like you want to go back in, but it's time for you to come out. So that's why they're there. Okay. Yep. This is the Six of Swords here. This is you getting pushed out of your comfort zone. Yep, and you will find that when you do that, the doors will open and you will find yourself victorious, and people will really, really be happy for you and elated that you've made it through this process, Aquarius. So, heavy spiritual lessons, a lot of female or feminine energy around you. The feminine energy is there to boost and support your yin side. Yin side is the part that you're nurturing. It's your receptive side. It is your receiving side. It is your feeling side. It's your intuitive side. And that is getting bolstered either by the women that are around you who are being an example to you, or either it's because of the circumstances that you're in that are allowing those aspects of yourself to come out and be shown and be revealed. All right, so that is your reading for October. I hope that has been beneficial to you, Aquarius. If you'd like to take a deeper dive, if you need your own personal reading, you can reach out to me. The information is in the description box below. And as always, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have a great October, and I hope you're having a wonderful life.